yeah, it is afternoon. I've just had a sandwich. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Philippa. And if you've been here a while but haven't seen my most recent podcast, I'll link here. You won't know that I am heading off this weekend to the Les Family Yarn Woollay retreat. Very exciting. So I've been putting in some thought to, of course, what inspiration I want to take for my yarn dyeing, which I will share later on in the video. But of course my attention has also turned to the knitting projects I need to pack. Can you have too many? I'd say no, but you know, we need to be realistic. I'm in the middle of a Moby Slipover, which although I'm getting into, I know what I'm doing a little bit more. It's absolutely not something I can do when I'm chatting, knitting, eating all the yummy snacks. So that one is staying at home. But I thought I might show you what I'm thinking, talk through my thoughts. That was Kip. So yes, I thought I'd talk you through and show you what I'm planning on taking with me. Right, let's see where we should begin. So these are definitely coming with me. I think these are new cast on since I last podcasted. So these are just a pair of socks. This is a new to me. Ooh, these are a new to me sock yarn. They're actually acrylic, which a Kinghole one, which I was really excited to try because some people can't wear wool or don't want to wear wool, and it's really lovely. So that's going to be coming with me. I can cast on for a second one if need be. Nice bit of vanilla knitting. You will have seen this in the podcast as well. This is my Moonflower Mosaic blanket, which scrappy blanket. Need I say more? It's pretty mindless for me now. I know what I'm doing with it. It would require taking a few balls of yarn for like scraps, obviously, but that will be okay. And then I've got a few other options here. This is so soft. This is the Yarnsmiths Merino sock in, I think it's strong blue, the shade, you can see there. I bought this to make a Lunan tee by Rebecca Clow, the Crabear. I have a swatch drying as we speak, which I'll put here. It's a 3x1 rib, so not too complicated, but do I want to be starting a project that will include short rows at that point? Do I try and get it to that point beforehand? It's a maybe for me, I think, at this point. This is such all the blues today. This is a yarn by Catlow Yarns, which I bought from a market near me back in January, I think. It's a DK, but it's a very thin DK, so it wasn't actually suitable for what I was thinking of using it for. I'm wondering whether I could maybe cast on a Sophie shawl, scarf, the simple scarf which I've done before, which is a free pattern and I've really enjoyed. So that might be an option if I get the awkward I-cord cast on done before I set off. And I need to take this with me because it's Les Family Yarn. I was very kindly given this as for my birthday by my mother-in-law before Christmas. This is the Santa's day off. I was thinking of vanilla sock, but I think I actually may do another. I've made them before. I think it's the Little Boxes socks by Summerly Knits. A bit of colour work, but easy to memorise, which could be lovely. I thought this would be really nice in that pattern. So I may at least skein this up. Not skein. Cake it up. That's the word. Cake. I think I'll cake that up to take with me anyway, because I'll need it at some point. I'll also be taking this lovely project bag that a friend very kindly made me for my birthday back in November. Hasn't currently got a project in it, so I think that could be one. Look at all of them together. So beautiful. So yes, I think I'm going to skein this one and the Low Family Yarn sock set up. I feel like it's going to be much better to have too many projects than not enough, or take something that's too complicated. So yeah, that's the plan. I'm going to do some caking. Let's get the yarn minder out. Beautiful morning. Just like that, I'm back. Gone by in a flash. Always a good sign though. It means you've had a good time, doesn't it? It was just such a great weekend. A lovely bunch of people. I don't think we stopped talking, knitting, drinking, eating, smiling all weekend. It was so much fun. Of course I didn't do half as many of my knitting projects as I thought I would, or I took, but I thought I'd show you what I did finish. So we have one completed sock, and although they're shorties, I did make my way pretty well through onto the foot of the second one. And for the second day, fancied something new, so I cast on with the Catlow yarn for a simple thing scarf. I've got this cute little stitch marker ladybird that my friend gave me. So cute. The colours are great on this. It's actually a bit of a loose, I think I mentioned that it was a slightly lighter weight DK than I was anticipating, but I actually quite like. You can't see, but yeah, it's just some mindless knitting for while we were there. And of course what you really want to see is our amazing yarn. So if you don't know anything about the Woollay retreat, you all get to dye your own yarn with your own colour inspiration, guided by the very lovely and patient Nick. So as you would have seen earlier, I took some photos of Kip as my inspiration, and this is what I came up with. It's quite funny because everyone's came out so beautifully. So many lovely bright colours, pinks, blues, greens, purples. And I was like, the browns, please. The browns, the neutrals. But you know what? They all ended up working together somehow. It's incredible. So yeah, this was the bouquet of minis. Hello. Bouquet of minis that we all got sent home with. Look at them. These colours, absolutely amazing. I love them. So yeah, all got sent home with our skein and our minis. My plan is to keep these and put them together as an advent. Now I think there's 16, so of course not quite enough for a full 24-day advent. So I wanted to, I want to use this one for a standalone project. So I thought, yeah, I need to get something else from the shop, of course, to go alongside these. So I'd been wondering whether to go for another sort of more of a neutral speckle, which would go with all of them. But when we were all browsing, I was having a look at the tonals, and this really lovely sort of taupe, very pale, like mushroomy brown almost, it's lovely, jumped out at me, and it just seemed to go with all of them so well. And you will have seen the lovely Jeff in the video. Looked at the name, Poodle Paws. Jeff had run out the yarn colour that Kelly and Nick dye, and it would have been similar shades to my Kip one, so I didn't want them to be too similar, but I wanted to have a little nod to Jeff there. I mean, these go lovely as well, go together beautifully. So yeah, this is my plan, to have the 16 minis and my Poodle Paws contrast and put something together for Advent. I'm not sure yet. Potentially a full ply sweet shop, like this one behind here. But we shall see. Of course, I also bought some other goodies, so hold the line. Yeah, so I wasn't restrained, but I think a lot of us on the Saturday night after we'd had a chance to look at the shop, we were like, right, let's have a think about this. Let's look at Ravelry. What do we want? What do we need? But I wanted to have something that reminded me of Ironbridge and the trip to Lay Family Yarns. So of course I had to go for the Ironbridge colourway so I can make myself some socks. And I thought, and maybe for Rob as well. So I've also got 2 of each of these 2 minis to do some contrast. Heel toes cuffs. It's so lovely. Look. But yeah, that was that. And then I couldn't resist. Sorry for the rustling. What are you doing? You like those ones? These beautiful. I believe these are based on are part of the January Speckle and Fade Club that Kelly and Nick are doing this year. Couldn't resist. Sorry for the shine. So lovely. Had to treat myself. Yep. All in all, such a lovely weekend. Everyone was, considering it's, say, 16 people plus Kelly and Nick, it's a big group, but it was like we'd known each other forever. And I feel fairly confident in saying everyone else feels the same, because we are, I think the majority, if not all of us, are trying to arrange going back next year. That's incentive to actually get something made. It was just brilliant. Food and drink was brilliant. The pub, I'm just saying brilliant too much. It was just so lovely. I went on my own. Most people were on their own. There was a few people that had been before. A few people went as a group, a smaller group, but everybody was so welcoming, and yeah, we didn't stop smiling, laughing. So just such a wholesome, cup-filling weekend. Now I'm going to say incentive to get something done. Yeah, well, I hope you enjoyed a few little snippets from the weekend. I'm hoping to see a bit more of Ironbridge next time I go, you know. It's just all the more reason to go back, isn't it? So thank you for watching. If you've ever been to the retreat, I'd love to see what you dyed, what you've made, or if you're going, that would be great. Kip, what do you think of your colourway? What do you think? No, couldn't care less. But yes, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.